Our other top story here at 5 o'clock, a Vinita family is desperate for answers about their daughter's sexual assault case that happened more than a year ago.
The girl's parents say the sexual assault kit has been sitting at the police department without being sent to the lab, and they can't get any answers from the chief. News on 6's Ashlyn Brothers explains.
Sherry Young says for 377 days, her daughter's sexual assault kit sat inside an evidence room at the Vinita Police Department. She tells us she's tired of waiting and worrying and excuses. Young says she needs answers and she needs them now. Sherry Young's daughter says she was raped last fall by someone she knew. She says her daughter reported it, had the sexual assault exam, did everything she could, but then they got no updates. Sherry finally got so desperate she went before Vinita City Council this week begging for answers.
She said, I can see why people don't report this. I can see why people are silent because my situation, that's disturbing to her.
The Youngs spent more than a year calling, emailing, and showing up at the police department. On November 4th, Young says a detective told her the sexual assault kit and other evidence had never been sent to OSBI.
She struggles. It's a tough road for any victim that has to go back to the beginning again.
Young says they were never informed of a kit's tracking number as required by a new state law.
For somebody to say that they're sorry it happened, that's not accountability. For them to say that it was a mistake on their part, that's not accountability.
Vinita Mayor Chuck Hoskin tells me he's completely and totally appalled and says the Youngs have his total and complete support. He's asked the city attorney to review the entire process. I called and emailed Vinita Police Chief Joey Babcock but have not heard back. The U.S. Attorney's Office says they cannot comment on this case, but Young tells me she was contacted by their office late today. The Cherokee Nation Attorney General's office says since the victim is Native American, they are assigning an investigator to go to Vinita and facilitate with state and federal partners. Young says the sexual assault kit was sent and received by the OSBI Forensic Lab on Monday. In Vinita, Ashlyn Brothers, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.